Aloha and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Kapualani. Welcome into this space. So, for this particular reading, I wanted to open up with my mystical shaman oracle deck. And so, let's see just an opening message to take a look at the current energies, current focus. Thank you, Spirit. And this deck was a gift to me from a very dear friend. So Lisa, if you're watching this, thank you for this deck. Well, we got two cards that popped out, the medicine wheel and the blade. So interesting. Okay, there's some turning points here. With this medicine, sorry about that, not in the camera. But with this medicine wheel energy, we've got a significant number with 35. So you may be 35 years old, or 3 plus 5. 8 may be a significant number. 6 also being significant. So I'm hearing you may be born on the 6th. Something could be significant with the 6th month that I'm picking up on for some reason. You know, we just cleared through June here. So there's something also potentially with 35 days, 6 weeks, 35 days, 6 days, 35 weeks. So this medicine wheel, let's go ahead. I'm going to actually just go straight to the book. We're going to look at the medicine wheel first, and I will give you a little glimpse so you can take a snapshot for yourself here. So yes, this is all about, I'm just hearing turning points here because this makes me think of the Wheel of Fortune, obviously. And I'm going to go back to that in a second here, but I just want to make sure that I get the, there we go, the pages for y'all so you can take a look at this. Okay. These energies that we're opening up to, number one, you know, I'm recording this during what I believe it's the Mars-Uranus Conjunction, which is very powerful and can be volatile, you know, as we've seen in recent news events, which I will not get into here, but I digress. So you're hitting, okay. Before I stepped into the official recording here, as I was praying and meditating, I keep going back to this pocket of energy that's opening up for you to sort of exist like a bubble, you know, creating your bubble, and like this medicine wheel. So this is all about you, you know, look to the definitions in the book. Definitely, please, like just for a deeper understanding of the author, you know, artist, all that download, because it's totally relevant. And I'm just going to the downloads that I'm getting with the energies here. So, you know, Jaguar medicine, the serpent Kundalini medicine, that eagle, the hummingbird. These are all the directions, the 4 directions, the chakra bodies, you know. This speaks very much to you harnessing, because they came out together. It's like a shield and a blade here. So it's not exactly, oh, you're going into battle. Yes, it sounds that way, but it's the warrior spirit is what I'm hearing Spirit saying. Your warrior spirit self, you're getting armed and ready to go to work. Not exactly battle. I saw 353 on the timer as I was saying that, okay? So there's something significant there. This is something significant about you also sharpening your tools, your gifts. There's a timing to it as I'm present to the lunar cycles here. There are so many things that we're going to be opening up to. And as I'm, you know, doing this reading, you can be watching these readings, getting these downloads at any time. It's about the divine alignment when you particularly receive it. And you might watch this more than once, you know. But what I'm saying with that is, aside from the downloads and the energies that are just in the collective with that Uranus Mars energy, right? We're also getting ready. We're opening up to the full moon threshold. So we're kind of like, we're on that way to the next full moon. And in this particular full moon, this is the one where we've got two Capricorn full moons in a row. And this is the second one. So there's something here. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I said two in a row, but I'm hearing doubling up. So you might feel like you need to double up on your efforts or something like that. You're really getting attuned to your gifts, okay? That's what this timing, these downloads, the particular, again, the current energies, for example, what it's all about. Okay, and the hummingbird, the heart chakra, the jaguar, we're in that right now. That's with the sacral chakra, the second level, the kundalini, the serpent with the root, obviously that first chakra. And the eagle energy is that solar plexus, okay, with the free will. So there's the lower world energies, or not lower, excuse me, the physical body, for example, right? Because we have the first three physical body chakras that are merging into the heart, the feeling, the emotion, well, not just the feeling, but that emotional, where we're putting the feeling into, I don't know why, but I'm getting the word cognition, so we're going to just the downloads here. But yeah, so sharpening your tools, sharpening your gifts, familiarizing and sharpening your gifts, okay? And harnessing your core power and preparing to do your work, preparing to share your gifts, all right? So let's get into the cards here. And I did pre-shuffle, and I just felt guided though. So an underlying issue, 9 of Wands, Queen of Wands here. So I feel this is, I'm hearing Spirit saying what you're transcending from, 626 on the timer, what you may be feeling, as well as releasing right now. This 9 of Wands, that feeling of exhaustion, may get bumped on the head. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, feeling a bit exhausted, and in a lot of ways, not overworked. I don't know why, but I'm getting, even though I wouldn't necessarily equate this word, but it's like oversaturated with work. But the thing is, this is post effort, this is when you've put in all that effort and you're looking back. So there's this period of reflection. This is a period to regain your strength, your sense of self. I feel also, okay, thank you, Spirit. So what I'm getting with those two energies, the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Wands, it's kind of like when you get ready to go to an event, you get all gussied up or whatever, you know what I mean? You're looking fresh and spiffy, but after so many hours in the hot sun, let's just say it's like an outdoor festival, you start to, you know what I mean? You're feeling a little, you start to feel melty or something. And, thank you, Spirit. It is. I've mentioned this I don't know if it was like a recent collective readings. I think I did, but the solar activity, okay, be mindful. If you're watching this especially, yes, hydration is so important. The proper hydration, you want to make sure that you're getting in your minerals, okay, with that hydration, because we can get zapped by that. So yeah, the justice, thank you, Spirit. And look at that, the water pouring, balance with the hydration. Thank you, Spirit. So this is I just feel like there's something significant there with the self-care. Look at this blade of justice. We've got this blade here. Okay, Libra energy, Libra season. If you have Libra in your chart anywhere, that may be significant. It doesn't have to be the case, all right? But I feel this energy of justice, yeah, balance, decisions that are being made. Like how should I put this, Spirit? Thank you. A decision's already been made, and so now this is a point where it's about the follow through, the actions that you make post decision, and there's no rush. Spirit saying this is that time for divine balance. This is that time to allow yourself a chance to re-energize, to recalibrate, to catch up with how far you've come, because it's about, it's not just preparation for the journey ahead in terms of, working toward the goals, the lifestyle, the things, that you're wanting to co-create and manifest. But it is, there are things that are happening, and the words that I'm getting are structurally, on a collective level, on a genetic level, on a cellular DNA level. There are things that are happening vibrationally, that it's these subtle but very, very powerful quantum shifts that are happening in, through our bodies as we live and breathe. As you sleep, you're going through these quantum phenomena, is what I'm hearing, these shifts. And you need this time. We need time to allow for these shifts to happen so that we can have the proper clarity, focus, critical thinking can be aligned, and we can feel a lot clearer and confident about the steps that are necessary. Sometimes the steps that are necessary, they seem so obvious, but it's like on a motivation level. Yeah, this Four of Swords, it's just kind of like the brain is just like, I just need to incubate a little bit, because the bears and the hibernation. This salmon is like symbolic. These are just the feminine energy that I pick up here as this. I'm hearing like, wow, this is deep. Sorry, because Spirit is saying like the sacrifice of your feminine, where you sacrifice your feminine, and that feminine is the rest, sacred rest, and allowing for the dream state, allowing for the unknown, allowing for the incubation. Thank you. You hear that beeping that I have, quite often during these things. But the incubation of the ideas need a place to percolate, right? So that the feeling, the Knight of Cups, that heart connection, that drive and instinct to follow your empathic intuition. All right. You're not going to stay in hibernation forever. Things are not going to be in a state of lull or, okay, the answer is just rest. Like, obviously, you're not just resting, right? There is a mindfulness in us actually having to just slow down, even when it comes to just putting down the technology or whatever the case may be, shifting into a mindful state of rest, in a focused state of, okay, I am like Shavasana in yoga. If you've ever done yoga, or if you haven't, there's Shavasana, which is at the end, the final pose of yoga, which is a mindful state of relaxation. You are literally just purposefully laying there to relax, and to unwind. And so there's something significant there as well. So that's what that sacred balance is about. Okay. And again, what are you doing in the meantime? The medicine wheel, all of those energies are happening. The lower body chakras are merging with that fourth chakra, the heart chakra, right? Where it's the I love would be I believe it's the mantra or that affirmation, like how each chakra body has the affirmation. I'm sorry. Here I'm just kind of like trying to find all the words. So again, with this Knight of Cups, see, when you give yourself that time to rest, and that time, like, I just think about, when you put the having that salmon, even though it is in water there, right? I think about it being in the earth because it's like a fertilizer. Okay. And then look at all the other fish. So when you give yourself that place to properly rest, because you might have a bunch of ideas but they're undeveloped, and you only have 4 steps out of the 10, or 4 whatever things on the checklist. And so we need time to kind of take things step by step. So the guidance also is, in the meantime, where you don't have the logical answers, follow your heart. Be I want to say bold, but that's not, sure, bold. That may be the case in some, situations or circumstances. But it's really about listening to your heart, paying attention to the signs. Oh, yes. Thank you, Spirit. Being open and receptive to the divine messages. You're receiving divine messages in your sleep. You're doing work in your sleep, the emotional healing that you're looking for. You're being supported and guided as you rest. So meditation is going to be very helpful. feel in terms of, if they're stressed or just clearing, bringing yourself into a more relaxed state and peaceful state of mind, clarity, of course, and again, with dreams. But I get something here with, meditation, and with that mindful rest and relaxation, it will allow for the energy bodies a more free space to circulate. Okay, that's just what I'm picking up on here. Okay, so these were kind of together, so I want to put that here, and let's just get some closing guidance. So in doing all of this and following these steps, what can you expect, anticipate? Where is this ultimately leading? Okay. 8 of Cups. So it's moving on, emerging from the depths, from the deep. So this is what I'll say. If you have especially been doing a lot of deep shadow work, a lot of deep healing, I just get really, really, really been doing the clearing. This is that time to emerge, because we know that the 8 of Cups is when we're ready to move on. When it's like I said, emerging from the depths and resurfacing, breaking the surface, inhaling the fresh air. So there's something about getting out, allowing yourself to clear from the stagnation, right? And this is about the circulation. So there's something here that's being, like, I almost want to say a revival of an energy. It really is about moving onward in a positive and healthy manner here. All right. So taking those steps, okay, that are going to be conducive toward recovery in whatever which way. So the emotional healing, right, where you've been doing all the deep work and the shadow work and this and that. Now, breaking the surface, right? What comes after that? Okay, that recovery part of, like we said, is that same thing. We're resting, and so that we can follow the heart, start to open up to those emotional channels. There is this opening that's coming. Okay, and where things have felt very heavy, what I'm getting, stuck or stagnated again, you will start to feel things moving. All right, so by again allowing yourself a space to rest, to trust, meditate, let divine time and order continue to bring things into balance. Okay, right? Pay attention to your dreams, to your empathic, intuitive vibes. Notice the signs, pay attention to the divine messages that are coming your way, the divine downloads, those gut instincts. Be inquisitive about those gut instincts, all right? And it's going to help you to, like, almost have it's not exactly like a fresh start type of thing, but it's that space where you can finally feel like you're moving forward, you're moving onward from just being stuck or constantly dragged back into the past and this past heaviness and this you know what I mean? It's like we're finally closing and clearing out of that loop. And I just saw 18 on the timer as I was saying that. So I do hope that this time together has served you well. I really appreciate you being here. And keep in mind, not all of the messages may resonate, but hopefully, because I know that for some, they definitely do. But I just know how much I appreciate you. Visit with me, of course, Kapualani.com. If you'd like to dive into these energies deeper, I've got pre-recorded or live options available. Or if you have, of course, any areas of your own that you would like some support with, okay, energy healing support is available as well. So thank you again for being here. I'm just going to give a little closing with the toning of the bell in just a moment. Okay, so thank you. Have a beautiful week, few days, whatnot ahead till we meet again. It could be tomorrow. So we'll see, but at least weekly. So again, thank you for being here. Till next time.